Namaskar, hello friends. This is wonderful day for all of you. I hope you all doing wonderful in your workplace and always in the compliance. Friends, the user requirement specification in computer system validation is very important things. Means whatever you required as per your business and whatever your regulatory requirement come in on the paper, and accordingly your application, your computer system come in your premises in your workplace. As I have already prepared one video on that was the introductory one. This is somehow detailed one. What should become in the URS according to current guidelines. So friends, welcome to all of you and thank you very much to see my videos. Give me a lot of love and feedbacks. I'm Hima Sharma and I'm here with the part 2 of user requirement specification. Friends, we prepared our requirement specification according to our best knowledge of our business and as per our regulatory or customer requirement. But what happened? I want something. I want something and I got something. So why? Because my documented user requirement specification gives some lacunas. There is no clarity what you want actually. So this document is very important document for the application continuous working as per your requirement. Yes, this document initially is not very lengthy, is very brief. But when we understand, we get the knowledge about the software, our requirement increase, our expectation increase accordingly. So how can we handle all these things? So this is also the part of the computer system validation. So friend, let's see. What is the URS? As we all know that we need some documented evidence that whatever the requirement of my requirement related to my software, my application, according to my business, according to my market, according to my regulatory requirement. So that my business runs smoothly without any impact on my product quality, safety, and efficacy, and obviously business, obviously customer. This is important. Why? I already told you, so that our software engineer can build, can develop the software or application or computerized system according to our expectation, according to our business module. We have some timelines. We have some criteria. We can discuss on that and come in on the concluded way. How can we proceed our business? So this is very important things. Second one, the component should be clear. This is the simple one document. There our requirement is simply written. Our application requirement is simply written on that. Fundamental requirement and other regulatory requirements should be there. According to WHO, one of the guidelines, that is TRS 1019 of 2019, Annex 3 of the validation, in which the Appendix 5 give the clear induction, clearly guide us about what should be in the URS, what should be in the computer system validation. So this guideline help us, one of that guideline that help us what should be in the URS. Here I point out some basic requirement as per the WHO. First of all, data integrity principle should always there in my application. Second one, control on my data, control my input and output data. Third one, the flow of my business from one department to another department, from my customer, whatever the flow I have for run the business smoothly, the application should help us. The network component, the facility assessment, and obviously minimum risk on the data integrity principles. Networks that support to data flow, security of interface, operational programs, synchronization, control on operations, access control of authorized person, unique individual IDs. GMP work should be run smoothly and I have the permanent media of that data. How can I create, modify, and what is the control on the delete? There should be the audit trail and my question of what, who, when, and why. The answer of these questions should be there. What should be the backup procedure of the data? How can I archive? How can I retrieve? I have the full traceability so that I reconstruct all the activity related to GMP requirement. There should be the check process. There should be the review process. There should be the metadata. I can review that. Electronic signature. There should be the alarm procedure. How can I acknowledge the alarms? System administrator part. Okay, how can I perform my all the requirement? How can I monitoring that? Control on shutdown or recovery and all, and how can the business continuity? So this is written in WHO. This is not written by me, and I just cut and copy here, copy and paste here, sorry, for your reference. So whenever you prepared your requirements, check the specification given in the guidelines also for particular application. And obviously, what is your organization goal and business strategy? You should remember that also. Accordingly, we can prepare this document, that is the basic one document for any computer system. I have list out here how can when people prepare the URS on the paper, whatever your VMP says, whatever format of your SOP says, accordingly that we can write down functional requirement, data requirement, technical requirement, interface requirement, regulatory requirement, non-functional requirement like performance requirement for perform something, what is the requirement, security requirement, maintenance requirement, migration of the data, then life cycle requirement, training, support required after acceptance, etc. So this is the basic point I write down here. What is the functional requirement? I know I have application. If I have the application for running my particular application, what should be there? Like closed system should be there, different client control should be there. If the particular application is controlled different client like HPLC server, etc., and different user rights management, data transfer to server, etc. This is the functional requirement. What is the application actually you want? Then data requirement. Obviously, data should be always there to review and view and non-editables. We can't edit that. Audit trail review, data backup and recovery provision should be there. So this is related to data requirement. Then third one is technical requirement, means Oracle base should be there. We can capture the errors. We can see real-time environment there like this. Interface requirement. If there is interface LAN system, we can see the message also related to LAN system like this. Regulatory requirement. Obviously, we have lot of the guidelines related to computerized system and electronic systems like 21 CFR Part 11, Annex 11, PIX 11, GAM 5. They have lot of the requirement written there. So that regulatory requirement should be fulfilled with my application if I'm working in the pharma, like user privilege, username, date, time, password complexity, etc. Then non-functional requirement. For run my application, to function my application, I need some non-functional requirement also. So what is the non-functional requirement? Like performance requirement. So like multiple user can be work, security, access control should be there, protection from the unintentionally or accidentally modification, maintenance requirement from the vendor, periodic maintenance required, training from the vendor required, what is the new, how can you troubleshoot and etc. Mitigation, electronic migration of the electronic data. So what how can there should be the data migration ability, data archival from the previous version, etc. Then life cycle requirement, as we all know, from the idea come on my mind up to the retirement of my application, I have lot of the risk. So how your application help me to mitigate the risk related to life cycle requirement? So this is one of the requirement of URS. Then trainees, I know this working very well, your application working very well, but I need the training for my users, for my managers, for my supervisors, time to time, so that there should be the low incident and maintenance of the application smoothly can be done. And then support required after acceptance. I accept that. Obviously, I need support for any background, any incident, breakdown, and any incident and health checkup queries, etc. So this is, I line up something. I hope you understand that what is the basic requirement in the URS. Then I know what is the URS now. This URS is one of the important document when you develop any application. Remember that always RTM is required. Okay, traceability, required traceability metrics, in which our all the application when run smoothly and then install smoothly, then qualified smoothly, I just check, recheck what I give as a URS and what I got. So this is important document to script that carefully, yes, in a simple language, so that developer can be understand your intention. So in this video, I have briefly described what should be in your document as a URS. Still you need some requirement for a specific application. You can write me on mail ID. This is my LinkedIn ID also. And I hope this is one of the brief description about the URS. So if you want to write down the URS next time, remember me. And if there is any query, please write me. I have wonderful team. We can help you and always here to help you. I will come again with another regulatory requirement related to pharma compliances and quality system. I hope till then you are happy and remain in compliance. Thank you so much to remain with me.